Hello! So I am determined to try to learn something new. I have this aspiration for sound engineering and production that at the moment seems like a lot to take small bites of. So, a little bit about me. I have played piano for 15 years now, so since I was 5 years old, and have studied theory for about 10 of them. I have a ton of experience in performing and composing. However, when it comes to the tech side, I wish I knew more. I would like to be Avid certified and eventually own my own studio in which I work as a producer. And I believe to be able to truly master something is being able to eloquently teach it. Therefore, I'm going to attempt to explain the PT 101 2021 textbook, as well as the PT 110 textbook, and anything else that I deem important over my effort to master this. So take these explanations with a grain of salt as you learn with me, the noob musician. The first lesson in the PT 101 textbook talks about audio characteristics. This is the waveforms, frequency, and amplitude. So, what is sound? When one hears a sound, it is actually the act of us experiencing the variation in the air pressure around us. An object vibrates, therefore moving back and forth in motion, allowing for the variation in air pressure to produce what is audio. Each sound is unique through its waveform, frequency, and amplitude. A waveform is the shape of a sound. Well, more accurately, it's the shape of the vibration that produces the sound. It kind of looks like this. This is one waveform. It is important to note that as an object moves through its back and forth motion, that such a waveform is not smooth or continuous. These waveforms are much more complex and jagged. Since each object vibrates differently, the waveform of the vibration gives the sound a unique character and tone. Frequency is the pitch of a sound. So as waveform describes its overall complexities, the frequency is its overall pitch in terms of what I guess can be related to its key, or off key. Frequency is measured in cycles per second or hertz. They're synonymous for each other. The more cycles per second, the higher the frequency and pitch. Multiples of 1,000 hertz can be denotated into kilohertz. So 15,000 hertz is also 15 kilohertz. As the frequency of vibration increases, the pitch of the sound will go up. So the higher the frequency, the higher the pitch. The closer we get to the edge of human hearing, which is 20,000 hertz, the more it feels like it's squealing and about to burst our eardrums. Numerically lower frequencies, of course, produce lower pitches. Each time the frequency doubles, the pitch rises by a singular octave. So if an open A string on a guitar is 110 hertz, playing an A note on the 12th fret produces a vibration of 220, making it exactly an octave higher. This is also how instruments will tune. We play based around a 440 frequency that is the A4 note. Well, some places play 442, denoting that as A, but never mind that. The third characteristic of a sound is the amplitude, which is the intensity. The amplitude is how we perceive the loudness of the sound, and it is measured in decibels, which is dB. A decibel is used to describe the ratio of sound pressure. However, it does not have a linear relation to our perception of loudness. As the amplitude of pressure variations increase, the sound becomes louder. Doubling the intensity of sound pressure variations creates a gain of about 3 decibels, but this does not allow our human ear to necessarily perceive such a change as doubling the sound's loudness. In fact, an increase of about 10 decibels is required to produce a perceived doubling of loudness. So though the sound pressure can double, the loudness we perceive does not double until we reach a gain of an interval of 10. Confusing, I know. The task of a recording microphone is to respond to changes in air pressure, the waveform's frequency and amplitude, and translate them into an electronic output that can be captured or recorded. The continuous electrical signal produced by our microphone is an alternating current with a waveform, frequency, and amplitude that directly corresponds to, or is analogous to, the original acoustic information. This electrical signal is thus considered to represent analog audio. Well, thank you for allowing me to do the first one, and hopefully I stick to this and keep making more. The next video will be on bit depth, sample rate, the Nyquist theorem, and Pro Tools system configurations. I hope you enjoyed my awful drawing skills, and I'm sorry that my computer has been screaming at me in the background. I feel like anybody who knows anything about audio has been able to hear that. So, LOL. See you next time.